never refused to talk to Bayern Munich.
No. I told you, Arsene, have some faith in me. You never believe me when I say I'm going to be fine. I've got myself another job. It's all good. There's no need to panic, okay? We can still live in the flat. It's all going to be okay.
I don't know. That's all I can say.
You're just never happy.
No.
You know what? I'm just going to go sleep at the training ground, alright? Because I've had enough, and I've got a title race to focus on, okay? So, I've got bigger things to worry about than you, alright?
Sorry?
God, honestly. Well, this has worked out a bit better, hasn't it? A title race? How the hell have you blagged that, you say? I am now manager of Llanelli Town. I think that's how you say it. Yes, we're in the Cymru South, so still in Wales. And this team are a lot better off than Guildford are. We are third in the league in the Cymru South. We are still a semi-professional team. 2013 we were founded, and we have climbed up the ranks very, very well. And I have played a few games off camera. I hope you don't mind. I just wanted to get used to the team. We have won 2 of those games and then lost 2-0 away to Ammanford, which was the game that we played just before I came on camera. Just so we took the lead in the league as well. Of course it was. It's only been just over a month since I got sacked from Guildford, and funnily enough, they came in for a lot of my players during the transfer window. And now, ironically, I said no, funnily enough. There's no chance you can have any of my best players. I have made some signings, and we'll go through the squad in a minute, because this is basically like another introductory episode all over again. Right, the important thing here is that I've not really been in charge for a lot of these. There's only one player that's left since I was here, and annoyingly it was our best player, James Loveridge, who was a right winger, absolutely insanely good at this level. He's gone up to Barry, who are in the division above. I couldn't stop him from going. It's just one of those things. We still have an incredibly good player at this level, who I will introduce you to later. When I turned up, we had no central defenders, or none that were any good whatsoever, so I've had to go off and do a little bit of shopping. Owain Jones is a player we need to get familiar with. He is one of my first signings here. Brought him in to replace James Loveridge. Pretty decent, 3 stars and could be up to 5 at this level. Not too bad, decent pace, decent acceleration. Not very good in strength, but crossing and dribbling at like 8 and 6. Not too bad for this level. He should be a decent player. He's not started like it though. And the other player I brought in, like I said, no really quality centre-backs. Freddy Niblet, which is an awesome name for any kind of player. He has come in. Technically, he's awful, apart from everything to do with defending, apart from heading. Other than that, he's brilliant. Determination at 12 is good. 11 decisions is decent. Strength could be a bit better, but natural fitness of 17, that's very good. Tackling, marking, all in the 10s, or in double figures. So he's actually quite decent at this level, as you can tell. 3.5 stars, and definitely can get better. He's only 18 as well. And we do have some very good players in the squad. I'll walk you through them quickly. We'll get to know these guys a lot more, because hopefully I'll stay at this job a lot more than I did the last one. This is not the formation I've normally been playing. I've been playing with a kind of 4-2-3-1, but because we're away to a difficult team today, we're playing a 4-3-3 with the holding midfielder here. We got a guy called Luke Probert in goal. As you can tell here by the star ratings, he's pretty decent, 3.5. Then we got Thomas out on the right hand side. He's 37 years old, so he probably will not be here with us next year, as in like out of contract, not as in moved on, passed on. We got my favourite one so far, and also candidate for the best name in football, William Wang, which is just Willy Wang. I mean, it's just amazing. He's 19, he's rubbish, but it's Willy Wang. How can I not keep him in? Niblet's next to him. Then we've got a very decent player here in Ewan McCormick. He is just growing rapidly, and he could be something very special at this level, and maybe a player that I might take on with me depending on what levels we get to, because you can tell here he is absolutely excellent. Training him to be a wing back in the actual fullback position, he's naturally very attack minded, but as you can tell here, very good at this level as well. We've got Kivy in the middle. This will be the first time I'm really playing him, but he can play well in an anchorman role. Then we've got Renfrey, and this is the boy I want to show you as well, Kyle Kopp. Absolutely brilliant at this level. You can tell here there's a lot of mid-range stats for like your kind of normal players, but he's a 5-star player and can only get better. He's also 23 years old. He's absolutely brilliant. I've yet to see the best of him, but he has played very well so far for me when called upon. And then we've got Keith Richards out here. It's not Keith Richards, it's Kyron Richards. There's a lot of young players here. They're okay, but they're not brilliant. Jones is very much the same. He's a decent player out on that right-hand side, like I said. He's more of a right midfielder than he is a right winger, but for the sake of the formation, I'm playing him out there. And leading the line is a guy called Scott Smith, who's played quite well since he came in. Physically, he's very good at this level, as you can tell. They good natural fitness, decent pace, decent strength, and good finishing as well at this level. Leadership of 13 as well. I need him to lead the line. Naturally, he's a poacher, just like everyone else in Wales, apparently. Well, a big old long list down here, but there's not too much to get too excited about, other than where we are in the league. Yes, the Kimray South. Ah, yes, not the North, but the South. We've got a game today against Goiter United. They just remind me of Gautier. You know that guy who sang that song? You didn't have to get me off. That one. It's literally just stuck with me the minute I saw we were going to play them. I thought we need to play this. They are 5th, but they were leading the league for ages. You can tell how tight it is here at the top. Pontypridd are top at the moment with 42 points, and that goes all the way down to STM Sports in 6th. They are only 6 points behind, and they have a game in hand. This league is incredibly competitive, and we are very much in with a chance of winning it. We're not expected to, so we're having a very good season at the moment. There's not that much pressure to go up, which is decent, and we're already in a good position. So I'm feeling relatively confident ahead of today's game. Annoyingly, the only away game I've played so far, I lost. So I'm hoping that we can turn that around today. We've got quite a nice run-in, to be fair, coming up, and a lot of them are home games. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to win those and carry on the good form that we were showing before the last game off the camera against Manford. So let's just get into our first game. Is Llanelli Town. Now and then I think of when my tactics were clever. They were so good that sometimes we scored 5. And you may watch and think it doesn't make sense. The players have got no confidence. Oh, mate, I could write a parody of that. There's going to be a Gautier cover coming. I'm going to get aggressive, so I'm expecting a much better performance today. We didn't play very well against Manford. We were meant to do quite well against them, so we let ourselves down. Let's hope that that is not the case today. Right, away we go. Come on, boys. Man, I need a haircut. Desperately. It's getting to the stage now where, obviously, because of self-isolation, no hairdressers are really going to be open at the moment because it's not essential. And I have clippers, so I may shave my head. It's literally getting to that stage. I can't find my beanie either, so unless I can order a beanie hat in or some kind of headwear, this genuinely may get shaved off. Plus, it'll stop the paparazzi from coming after me. Been a very dull opening 15 minutes, actually, hasn't it? Let's be honest. Not a lot really happening here, but they're dominating the ball. But Kyron Richards whips in a corner, and they've headed it away. Only as far as Renfrey. Back to Kyron. He dinks the ball towards the back post. We've hit it! Oh, cop, mate. He's our best player, and you expect him to finish that. We are playing on cautious, so we're trying to be a bit more defensive-minded. I have been going for teams a lot more, but then when I went for Manford away from home, it didn't really work. I do feel that that's where I've gone wrong slightly at this level. I should be a little bit more respectful of teams when I go away from home. When I play at home, I want to be on the front foot, playing pressing football, playing good, well, basically good quality football at a lower level. It's very difficult to do that when you go away at this level because the players aren't quite good enough to make that happen. It's good that I'm learning at this level. I've never played at a level that's kind of like this low before, so I've been trying my normal tactics that I play in most of my FM games, and obviously the players aren't good enough, and that's where I went wrong at Guildfield. So I'm being a little bit more clever and a little bit more shrewd is probably the word I would use about the way that I approach games, especially away from home. I just got to try and keep this game close, and we're doing alright. At half-time it's 0-0. Not a lot's really happened. I'm just going to say I'm pleased how things are going, boys. Keep it up. They are obviously a decent team. They have been all year, so this would not be a bad point away from home. I just got to make sure that we can hold on to it. The one thing that they were certainly not before I got here was tight at the back. Apart from the Manford goals, they're the only goals that we've conceded. Other than that, we've been very, very good at the back. Kop's not having a good game, and I know he's not brilliant in the position I'm playing him. I'm wondering maybe if I move him into the advanced playmaker role a little bit further forward, but I don't want to lose the sort of solid formation that I've built so far. But we got the ball here, and in all fairness, we've had a highlight and they've had a highlight. Other than that, neither of us have had anything. It's a decent ball from Kivy down to Owain Jones. Jones whips it in. Back post, Kyron Richards has got to finish that. That's a beautiful chance. Right, question is then, do I go for it or not? Do I... Oh, Owen Jones has got himself injured, and that's not ideal. I'm going to try it, because I'm not getting the best out of Kopp at the moment. I'm going to move him forward, get him on... Forget the advanced playmaker. I'm going to get him on advanced midfielder. I'm going to get Kivy still on the anchor man, and then I'm going to get Renfrey to play as a box-to-box. That's the only way I can see this working. It's a bit of an odd formation, but ultimately I need to get the best out of my best player, which is Kopp, and I'm not getting anything out of him in that midfield. I dare not take him off. He's the only player of ours that's got some real star quality, so I can't really take him out at the moment. I need to try and get him more involved in the game. Scott Smith's done absolutely nothing for me today either. He's been really, really poor. But we're entering the last 10 minutes, and the start to my reign on camera could be getting off to a very dull start. I'm going to bring on Jordan Davies in the middle. He's a bit more experienced and he's a very decent player, so I'm going to get him on the box-to-box midfield role. I'm also going to take off Scott Smith. I'm going to bring on Nathan Logan. He's a very decent striker as well. Quickly show you his attributes. Very pacey and a good finisher. Great determination as well, 16. So I'm hoping that maybe he'll be able to turn up and do something. Again, this is a team that's not really... We've got better strikers than we had at Guilsfield, but they're still not quite at the level required. They're not going to get you guaranteed high double figures every season. Scott Smith's our top scorer, and he's literally only got 8 goals this season, so I expect a bit more. This has not been a brilliant performance, and don't lose it here. Please don't lose it here. Good clear away by Richards there. Go on, Logan. Right, Logan's picked up the ball. Go on, mate. Use your pace. You've got it. Logan. Spread it wide. It's great. Richards. Is he going to shoot or is he going to pass it in? Richards hits... Oh, that isn't... Just square it, you donkey. Of course he won't. It's Football Manager. They never just square it for a simple tap-in. Right, a 0-0 away at a potential title rival. It's not the end of the world. I'm going to say I'm happy with what I saw. There's some performances out there for sure that were positive. I am going to get a bit disappointed in Kopp, and so I'm not happy, and now he's not happy with me either. But ultimately, mate, you let me down a little bit there. You're my best player. You meant to grab hold of the game. Okay, so that's left us in 4th. We dropped a position, but look at that now. So what's oh, bloody hell? Kwamaman. They didn't win. So literally all the top 4 now are on 42 points. This is just going to come down, by the looks of things, to maybe goal difference to the end, which doesn't suit us very well either. Logan's in the middle of a goal drought. It's going to be interesting to see what I can do when I have a full transfer window with this team, because there's a lot of wages I can open up from players that I'm not particularly that bothered about keeping. What we'll do then... Oh, we've got some big fixtures actually between now and the end of the season. Look at those 3. We've got to do well in these 4 fixtures, because Kwamaman, STM and Pontypridd, they're all going to be very, very difficult fixtures. I reckon, actually, we'll come back for the season finale. We'll have an end-of-season finale special where we play all 3 of those. Let's have Kwamaman, STM Sports and Pontypridd. Hopefully by that stage we'll still be in with a chance of winning the title. This is actually quite exciting. When it was going through Guildford, we didn't really have much to play for other than the Cup, which they went out of, by the way. So this is actually quite exciting. We do have something in the league to actually look forward to. I've just got to make us a bit harder to beat, because you can tell there we've won more games than anybody, but we've also lost more than nearly anyone in the, well, we have lost more than everyone in the top 6. So we're a very hit or miss team. So I need to maybe start grinding out draws like that one instead of just losing and going for broke. Do you know what I mean? So we have to play this quite carefully. I am very, very excited. Sorry it's been a bit quick. Sorry it's been not the most in-depth one. We will get a feel for more of the players. I can see myself staying here a little bit more long-term, and I hope that that will suit everybody. If we don't go up this year, if we can keep some of these players, I'm pretty sure that we'll have a good chance of doing it next year, which is also very, very exciting. Thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope that you have enjoyed it. Welcome to the new team. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Have I made the right decision? I didn't really have that many other job offers that were anywhere near this. Was like the best job that I could have, and considering we were in a title race, I thought I'll go for this one. So I hope that you think I've made the right choice. Thank you for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe. Make sure you tune in for hopefully what it will be a title running in the next episode. Until I see you there, stay cool.